Hello friends, it's Astro here and welcome back to the Needy Nerds prison, the prison that refuses to die. There are so many tunnels being dug every day that I just don't know what to do with myself. We're doing a roll call at the moment to see if there's any tunnels. Now I removed one of the metal detectors here. I feel like I should put that back, but I feel like I should also just clear this section. Oh, I didn't want to do that all the way to there. And then I guess this section here as well, just so that we can get a little bit of extra space going on for some additional detectors of metal. So we get a couple of additional metal detectors here and here, and then we're going to get a couple here and here. Oh no, that's not been dismantled yet. It didn't demolish the wall, which I thought it usually does. That's okay. These ones work correctly. So that'll get connected up, and then this guy down here, we can... Oh my goodness me, the deaths are mounting. Oh, this is not good. Oh, this is not good. This might be... Is this it? Is this the end? We're up to 18 deaths. This is pretty bad. Okay. And this is just because we're exposing their tunnels, and they don't like it. So, we've got a bunch more searching that needs to be done. Everyone's woken up for their midnight feast, so they can run through the metal detectors. Power has dropped on the metal detector circuit up here, so we can add a couple more... Where are we? A couple more capacitors down here. And then hopefully, if we max that out, we should be able to bring on just enough power to get that up and running. Otherwise, we're going to have to demolish a little piece of this perimeter wall here, which I'm not super thrilled about, all told. I would prefer to leave that as it stands, but... yep, there we go. Okay, no. Okay, try again. We've got more capacitors coming online. Okay, good. Good, that's taken care of. I don't know if all of these metal detectors are now online. They are. Okay, that's fantastic. But, look at all these tunnels. About 160 of these cells have a tunnel coming out of them at the moment. But it looks like, check it out, it looks like they are heading for the honeypot, which is nice. That's what we want them to do. We want them to go up there so that the sniper can then pop a shot at them. If they do pop up through the fence, we can then, you know, convince them that they are doing the wrong thing. Which is, you know, that's a good thing to do. Right, it's 5 AM. We'll do another roll call. Check everyone out. Look at all these lovely tunnels. There's been a couple more deaths. The guards are all coming to do their thing. I'm surprised that all of these guards had to flood in. Or I suppose there was probably guards patrolling, but then they immediately darted into a cell to take care of things and, you know, start the searching. And then the other guys came down from the staff room, which is really sort of... I think this is really doing well right now. I mean, with the amount of... Like, to be totally honest, actually, now that I think about it, with the amount of prisoners or the amount of guards that we have 100 and something guards, right? 193 guards. If I were to make a canteen for 193 prisoners, it would be larger than this. Much larger. So maybe... Alright, let's check out logistics. Food distribution. Who's dealing with this? That canteen, that kitchen. Okay, I don't want that. What I want to do is I want to have a staff kitchen. Yeah. This is a great idea. Staff kitchen. And all that's going to be in here... Where's the plumbing that's in here? Okay, there really isn't any. So we're going to have to lay some fresh plumbing. But objects-wise, we're just going to bong in a couple of sinks. Right? And these sinks are just going to be used for washing up all of the plates for 5, 6. That should do the trick. These are just going to be used for doing the plates in the staff area. And I think that should do the trick. And then what we can do is go into logistics and say, food distribution, this guy looks after... Oh. Yeah, you can do the washing up for out there as well. That's cool. I'm happy with that. In fact, I'm quite happy with that. Help keep on top of all of the plates and things. I suppose that what I could do is have just a big wash-up kitchen here, and then keep this running. This one down here could be running as the cook kitchen, and just change out all of these sinks so that we have more cookers and fridges. That might not be a bad idea. That might not be a bad idea at all. That's a thing to think about. Definitely a thing to think about. But we can think about that later. What we do need to think about is getting these tunnels removed. Because I kind of neglected to remove those earlier on. And I could just queue them all up now. It is, it's sort of the middle of the day at the moment. Hopefully the workmen will be able to dig all that up before the evening time rolls around. We can get back up because we're at 514 of 309 available cells at this stage. Which is not great. Like, we do have, you know, we've got the capacity for 600 dudes, which we are rapidly approaching at, you know, the rate of about 60 or 70 a day. So, yeah, I think we just need to keep on top of the tunnels, but that's fine. We're doing well. I'm surprised, though, the amount of deaths that we're having. We do have failure conditions turned on, because that's, like, always a hard requirement. Whenever I play one of these, I always want to play with failure conditions turned on. It just makes it more challenging, and... Oh, little auto-save, sorry about that. It just makes it more challenging, and, you know, it keeps it interesting. Keeps it interesting. These guys are watching telly, which is great. Oh, we do have protective custody down here, which is not great. I would prefer it if protective custody were using the protective custody common room, which it doesn't seem to be what's happening right now, which I'm a little bit disappointed in. We've got a million guards hanging out in this yard up here. I don't know what they think they're doing, but that's fine. You guys can do whatever it is that you need to do. I really do wish that our maximum security guys would start producing some... Yeah. Alright, cool. Would start taking care of some beds for me. That'd be really nice. I'd love to see that happen, but it doesn't appear that we're going to be seeing that anytime soon, which is a bit of a shame. A bit of a shame. We do have, I mean, oh god, we do have a good amount of license plates being produced, which is earning us a bit of cash, but not as much as, oh, who did that? Who murdered a guard on the pool table? Murder on the dance floor. Oh well, it's fine. I'm sure this will all just take care of itself as we trundle along. So, 8 more deaths, 9 more deaths. This is starting to get out of hand, guys. This is starting to become a bit... Yeah, this is... Okay. Yeah, we're exceeding what the prison can currently handle. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna have to think about this. Because if we're exceeding what's possible in this prison, we need a new prison. And there's 2 ways to go about that. Either I just build out like a whole new wing down here using the $286,000 dues that I have up my sleeve, or I don't know. It's going to have to be a rebuild, isn't it? It's going to have to be a rebuild for the normal security guys and the maximum security. I mean, how many normals do we have? Alright, we got 141 normal sec and 206 max sec. There's only 147 min sec guys. My goodness. Okay, maximum security are actually the problem now. So maybe I just need to like abandon this, leave this to maximum security, and then build a whole new area just for min sec guys. Huh. That's not a bad idea. I think we can do that. I totally think we can do that. Yeah. And we can do that down here, right? Expand this area out. Ugh, there we go. And then we can just build a lovely prison down here for normal security, lots of parole rooms and visitation. In fact, we can move the parole rooms out and turn this into just a huge visitor room for the MaxSec guys. Yeah? I don't know. Did I make it so that MaxSec weren't allowed to have visitors or just weren't allowed to parole? It was just parole, wasn't it? So yeah, I could do that. I could totally do that. Huh. Excellent. Okay. Well, let me think about that. That's going to need to be something that we plan, I think. And it's going to need to be something... I tell you what, it needs to be thought out rather carefully. Because what I want to do is I want to have like a cell block in the middle that's like this, right? That has a goodly amount of cells in it. And then in the center, we want to have like kitchen canteen. And then around the outside, we want to have like a whole series of parole rooms. And these guys will just have them so that they're doing like not much work. They can do like laundry detail and cleaning, but we don't want them to be doing anything beyond that. Do we want to go one more for another 67,500? We may as well. Yeah, we may as well. And then the question is, do we butt it up against this guy? Do we like touch it to this fence and bring it up as close as we can? It's probably not a bad idea. So, all right, let's think about this. Let's think about this, because what we can do is we can base it on the size of a standard parole room, right? So if we want to start this here, right, and we go, all right, we'll have one gap around the large perimeter wall, and we'll bring it in so that it's inside the large perimeter wall, and then we can have like a 7x7, right, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that is 7x31, right? So then we can go 7x31, okay, and then that blob, it'll be 7x61, okay, good, we can have that, 61, oh my, and what's that? That's 7 by, I can't even see, it's too small, 122, okay, no, 121, that's fine. So, can we squeeze that in? Not quite. Alright, let's go another 7x61 then. Being bonk. 7x61. Can we do a 7x61 downwards? Let's zoom in a little bit so we can see what's happening. 61 by 7. Excellent. And then this can go 7 by whatever the heck this stretches out to be. To about there. And then this can come down like this. Okay, great. So there is the ring of parole rooms that's going to be wrapped around this MinSec area. Wow. That is kind of huge. Okay, so then what we want to do is have like a kitchen canteen at either end, which can be like this at either end. Is this wise? I'm not sure if this is wise, but let's try it. So we can have one there and one that goes kind of there, right? Kitchen canteen. Yes? So what's that? That's going to be 49 by 18, all right? And then this one, 49 by 18. Good. And then that could be stretched across to there. Excellent. So there's our kitchen canteens. There's all of our parole rooms. And then this central area here, what we'll do is we're going to have... how are we going to do this? How are we going to do... Oh, my goodness me. I'm starting to get excited about this. This is going to be great. 47. So what if we get half... Like, we get down to about... what's half of 47? Is going to be 20... Okay. Let's go sort of 23. Right? And then 23. And then... No, I'll have an external... I'll have an external... Okay, have an external corridor. Watch this. So here's what I feel like we could do. So let's go, like, I guess, we'll have a gap of 2 and 2. So that stretches from here. So a gap of 2 there, gap of 2 there. 1, 2, and there. All right. So then with this, and this will provide like a ring yard. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. So this can provide the marker. And we want that kind of there, actually. Right. And then down here. Where is it? Zoop. 4 by 4 or 5 by 5. 5 by 5? 5 by 5. So that leaves a 4 by 4 blob there. All right. And so then from here all the way up to here, we can have this be a cell block. right? Where the cells sort of come out like... We'll make them a bit bigger. We'll make them a bit nicer. They come out like this, right? So they've got a door there. They can have a bed, shower, all of that sort of stuff. And then we can have that. So that's 6x4, 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 and by 4, and by 13, and by 13, and by 25, 25, and what's this? 49. Okay. So 6 by 49, 49, and then can we get like 25 in here? Let's go 25 to there. We'll cap this building off. We'll have a bit of a bigger section here that we can do something with later on. I feel like that's probably a good idea. Yeah, a little bit more space just to do with as we need. So this big block here, which is 6 by 121, we can then replicate to here. 6 by 121. We can have a gap of whatever. So that'll be like this long cell block, be 121 by 11. 121 by 11. Good. And then by 11. So we want that 10, 11. Okay, so how much space do we have in here? 17. So it's going to be uneven, but that's fine. We'll do like this by 11. So we'll have a gap of 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's not going to be uneven. 1, 2, 3. And then 6 by... 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. By 11. Oop. Alright, we want that to be like this all the way down. Wow. That's going to be one heck of an internal cell block there, right? This would be like, you know, if we leave these sections open here as well, we're probably going to have to put a whole bunch of boilers down. But you know what? I reckon that's okay. I reckon that's not too bad. And we can dot cleaning cupboards about and do a whole bunch of... Uh-oh. Is this going to be terrifying? I get the feeling it will be. I get the feeling there's going to be an amazing amount of tunnels in here. But that's fine. We'll just let the guards deal with that. And we'll worry about the amazing things that we're working on down here. Right. So, what else is this place going to need? It's going to need an entranceway. And should that come in via the prison proper? Or should that come in from the street? I feel like if we extend the big fence around it, like the perimeter wall, that's probably going to be a good idea. And then we can knock a hole through so that they have to come through the main prison to get into the Minsec prison. Does that make sense? I feel like that makes sense. Okay, so if we do this, we're going to have 1,000,001 parole rooms, which will be amazing. We're going to have 2 huge canteens to service these dudes. This whole outside thing can be a big open yard, which will just have heaters and... Oh my god. My goodness me. Oh my goodness. Yeah, these choke points are starting to get real dangerous. I need some more. Okay, let's get these walls demolished here. No, not concrete. We want to demolish concrete. Alright, get that done. That one's already done. Good, those are all already done. Let's check out down here. We'll get these ones ripped out. And these ones, we just need to make some more space for these dudes to get through. And we probably are going to need to consider some more capacitors at a certain point. Oh, man. This is really struggling now. What are you doing? Barkdoke? Barcode? Barkdoke. I want to call him Barkdoke. Can I call him Barkdoke? C++. Barcode. Oh, I get it. Oh, I get... Yeah, I understand. That's a programming joke, guys. Also, you know, it opens the debate about whether int main should have its curly braces. No, I'm not gonna go into that. That's too nerdy. Right. Let's check our deployment because yeah, I think we've got some problems up here since we've been tinkering around with things. We've had 16 deaths today. This is starting to get out of control. It's starting to get really out of control. As is my frame rate. And there's nothing that I can do. There's nothing that I can do with the exception of not having 492 prisoners in this prison. But look, it's just the way that it rolls, right? It's just the way that this goes. Alright, so let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's demolish this wall. Get that all the way down to there. Bonk. And then foundations, concrete. Oh, guys. This is an insanely large cell block. Really? You know what? We probably need this. Like, I'm just rolling in cash at the moment because I'm refusing to pay my staff. So I'm just going to get one more so that we can extend the perimeter wall even further south. Boonk, there we go. Okay, whew. Right. So, that foundation is going to take quite some time. We have a little veritable ant army of workmen rolling out here to put this foundation in. I figure that this section across the top here, this can just be a big entry corridor, which can have like a big door and then an airlock door, right? So there's a couple of remote doors, and then you can come through and into the main yard area here. There'll be an entranceway into here, and then I haven't really thought about how to get into all of these yards. Aside from just a door, I mean, that's totally fine. That'd do the trick. Oh, dear. Okay, hang on. I've made a boo-boo. Foundations. Cancel. And what we need to do is actually... Oh, God, it's so chuggy. What we need to do is actually build this down to here. And then build that across like this. Okay, so we can have the yard. I don't want to have to bulldoze the yard later on. And then this can come across to here. There have been some foundations placed here, but no, okay, they're not really being treated. Let's have brick buildings inside. That'll be nice. That'll be nice. We'll have those in like that, across like that. We're gonna need to have some power stations and stuff dotted here and there as well, but that's something we can think about. Chief, are you gonna tell me what I already know? Yep. Okay, great. So they're a bit unhappy. We'll give them a raise. At least they're not rioting this time. At least they're not rioting. So at least that's a good thing. I really always... I dislike having to deal with the riots. Right, materials. Remove tunnels. Whoopsie daisy, there's a few of them. But that's fine. That is totally fine. And I think... Yeah, well, look. We're just going to have to, like, crank out this foundation. We're going to have this lovely ring yard. And this will be good. I do notice that this side is a little bit misaligned with this side, but that's alright. It's okay, we can deal with this. We can totally deal with this. And look at them. Look at them go. Like, they're just like printing a building for me. And hopefully it won't take them too long because I do need them to go and take care of all these tunnels at some point. But look, if it takes them a little while to do that, it's probably not too much of a problem because we've got the holding cells. We've got the wherewithal to be able to handle this. We can take care of this, guys. It's fine. It's totally fine. Okay. Right. Well, I think that that's probably a good place to leave it. So, friends, thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you next time.